Putting aside a career built over many years of employment for the uncertain life of an entrepreneur, good idea or never start? It's a question many multi-passionates ask themselves. Is it wise to leave behind your stable, secure career in employment to pursue the adventurous path of entrepreneurship? The answer is not black and white and depends on various factors. In this video, I will discuss some considerations to help you decide if starting your own business is a good idea. Firstly, it's important to examine why you want to start your own business in the first place. Is it because you are unhappy in your current job and seeking more fulfillment? Or is it because you have a passion for a specific thing and want to make it your work? Or maybe you're just looking for more flexibility and freedom in your work. What I often see happening when I coach aspiring entrepreneurs is that they know what they don't want in employment and sometimes have the illusion that becoming an entrepreneur will make all these problems go away instantly. But honestly, becoming an entrepreneur in the first place will give you more problems because you have more responsibilities. There's so many things that you need to take care of. So this really needs to be a path that you are willing to take. That you are willing to take the challenges and obstacles and really feel like this is something I want to invest my time and energy in. Because you also need to realize that starting your own business does not give success overnight. It means investment of months and years, depending on what you are doing and how it's being valued in the market. But there's no guarantee that it will be successful. So you got to be willing to take all of those risks. On the other hand, it's also a lot of fun and it's an adventure and it's the best way to do personal development because you will definitely get to know yourself better in ways that you could never get to know yourself while being employed. So before quitting your job, it's wise to research if there is a demand for the thing that you would like to offer in your own business. Is there a market for your product or service? Is there competition? And if so, what makes your offer different from theirs? Additionally, financial planning is crucial. It may take some time before your business becomes profitable. So make sure you have enough money to support yourself and your business during the startup phase. Also consider how you would insure yourself, for example, against illness or disability. And also think of a plan how you are going to create your own pension. Because as an employee, this is arranged for you, but as an entrepreneur, you have to arrange this yourself. What a lot of entrepreneurs do is create multiple income streams. And that way you can cover the risks a little bit because if one thing is not working, you can always get money coming in from other income streams. So the more you spread your risks, the less risky the actual step is. But also this is something that you need to put in place. So also this doesn't happen overnight. So either way, you'll have to invest some time and money to get there. Starting your own business can also bring a lot of satisfaction and offers you the freedom to set your own schedule and to work from wherever you want in this world. But it also means the responsibility for everything, from attracting customers to managing your finances, delivering your product or service, doing all the customer care. It requires a high level of self-discipline and dedication. And these were things that I kind of underestimated when I started this business because I used to have a business on the side next to being an employee in the education sector. So there was way less of risk, and if things wouldn't work out, then I could still cover it with my job. But when I started this business, I realized like, wow, there's so many things that come on my plate right now, and I kind of underestimated the fact that it would be more difficult at the start instead of easier, even though I was very experienced already as a trainer and coach with 10 years of experience before I started this business. So I thought I'm an expert, so I'll make this happen. But entrepreneurship itself is also learning a lot of extra skills, which I needed to learn. But luckily, I made sure that I would always have the financial stability in order to give myself that time. So I always tell my clients also, if you have a job that you can do part-time or that you can do freelance just to cover the cost at the start, that is great. I would really advise you to keep that so you don't feel the financial pressure too much. You need to have a little bit of pressure in order to get going, but make sure that it's not draining you. And finally, it's important to ask yourself if you are willing to fail. And this question is probably the most important one. If you start a business only with the idea to make it a success, and if not, then a lot of people start to doubt themselves and their own value. Well, you got to understand that starting a business does not give any guarantees, regardless your experience and your skills. It is always a risk, and you never get a guarantee that it's actually going to work out. So entrepreneurship is not always successful. There's actually a lot of businesses, startups that need to quit within 3 to 5 years. So please know that you are going on a path that is risky, and there is a likelihood that it's not going to work out the way you plan it. And then the biggest question is, how do you deal with obstacles and challenges? Because if you give up easily, then entrepreneurship is definitely not for you. The entrepreneurs that become successful are the ones that are dedicated, committed, and even when there are setbacks, challenges, and obstacles, they use them as lessons to learn and keep on going. And that is very important, especially in the first few years. You'll encounter a lot of obstacles, you'll have a lot of setbacks, and it's really the question, like, are you willing to grow from that, or do you feel defeated and quit? So it's good to realize that sometimes it can take years before a business becomes profitable. But if you're willing to learn from your mistakes and persevere, starting your own business can be a great way to challenge yourself to grow personally and professionally. I would say it's the best way to do personal development, because there's nothing else you can blame. You cannot blame the organization, you cannot blame your colleagues. It is just you. So it's kind of like getting the naked truth of where you are at. And that is very confronting. It's a great mirror, but therefore also a great source for learning. In conclusion, starting your own business is not for everyone. It requires a lot of planning, research, and dedication. But if you have a clear goal in mind and you are willing to work hard for it, it can be a great opportunity to challenge yourself and become a successful entrepreneur. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. And please share below if you are also considering to become a multi-passionate entrepreneur.